Up, fellow dropshippers. So today we have some eBay news that's very important for us dropshippers. Some big changes that have been happening on the platform. And so I want you guys to be aware of them so that you can be ready for them when they happen. And because these are also some really great opportunities for sellers as well, as long as you stay on top of them and are aware of them as they're happening so you know to actually be able to take advantage of them. So we have a few bits of news to get through, so I don't want to waste any more time. Let's jump right into my computer and take a look at them. All right, so first up, happy May the 4th, everyone, my favorite holiday. So happy May the 4th for those of you who are also fellow Star Wars fans. Now, for the eBay news. eBay, this is the first big thing that I think is going to help. It's not really the biggest news, but it is the news that I think is going to be the most helpful for a lot of you. So I wanted to talk about it first. And this is that eBay has put out another announcement letting us know what is currently in really high demand on their website. Now, this is so amazing that they've been doing this recently, and you should really pay attention to this when they tell you this, because they are literally giving you the information. They're giving you the products that are selling well. So you should be jumping on these. Jump on these niches and sell some of these same products as well. So I will actually have all the different things I'm talking about in this video linked underneath in the description, underneath my quiz. So let's first look at this. So we've known about this. Work from home essentials were really hot a month ago when I made a similar video like this. And they're just as hot now. We see webcams are doing even better than they were before. Headsets, Wi-Fi adapters, lighting kits, office furniture, speakers, all doing amazingly well, much better than they have in years past. We also see an increase in things that people need to stay entertained at home. So VR headsets have gone way up, and I don't blame them for that. I mean, stuck at home, you want an escape. VR might be the only escape for some people. Headsets, controllers, video games, all these board games, puzzles, Legos, yarn, arts and crafts, candle and soap making. Again, if you guys watch my live streams last month, I put these videos out every time there's important eBay news, anything that could help you as a dropshipper. So I talked about this last month, all these different categories and niches that are being mentioned right now. I gave you guys a heads up about this last month. And you could have hopped on it then, but it's still hot right now. But we have some new items in here that weren't in the last update that I gave you guys. And that's things to stay busy in the backyard. So swimming pools, string lights, swings and slides, cornhole, bag toss game, grills, skateboarding and longboarding. Look, it's getting warmer out now. And we're seeing people are still stuck at home, but they can at least go outside in their yards, and they want things to do outside. So these items are going to just get even stronger and stronger as May goes on. You should definitely be jumping on these different niches and finding some of these items and drop shipping them yourself. Also, as people get more bored, they want hobbies. Bread making has been exploding. I mean, just what I've seen in the news, it's really hard to find the ingredients to make bread because all the stores are sold out. That's really popular. Fryers, making your own beer and wine, beekeeping. That's kind of interesting. Outdoor birdhouses and feeders, hydroponics, urban farming. So these are related to, they put this under the category of hobbyists. I would kind of put this under the category of self-sustaining yourself. People are getting, they don't want to go out to stores, but they miss things like their bread and their fried food, and they want to make sure they have eggs and honey, I guess. So they want to know how to make these things at home, so they're buying the equipment necessary to do those things at home. Also, as things warm up, people want to do their spring cleaning outside. So we see things like composters, greenhouses. Again, greenhouses relate to being self-sustaining, or at least making some food at home. Fertilizers, seed and bulbs, baskets, pots, window boxes, fencing, all up from where they normally are. This is a time of year when these products would normally be hot, and they're just going to be even hotter this year than they have been in the past. And of course, this is one I gave you guys a big heads up on. And here's the proof of it right here, up 1,000%. Anything related to cutting your own hair at home, because people are desperate. Their hair is getting long, and you see clippers and trimmers, styling caps and gowns, scissors and shears, nail care and accessories. I have to give a big shout out to my sister for alerting me about this one. She was like telling me how hard it was to find press-on nails, and how much she was missing them in local stores because she can't go to them. So thank you to my sister for alerting me about that one a couple weeks ago. Coloring your hair at home, waxing supplies, men's clothing, sleepwear, and robes. That seems a little strange, but there we go. Of course, things about staying in shape. Those were really hot a month ago, and they continue to be hot. Dumbbells, weight plates, pull-up bars, kettlebells, benches, resistance bands. I just bought some of those myself. Rowing machines, any sort of machines at home. I mean, those are expensive items, and people are willing to buy them so they can have them at home to stay in shape. And there's a lot of money there. Around the house, they're calling this one bidets. I mean, that's incredible that those are selling well. I have a friend who did a lot of those early on when the virus came out, because toilet paper was selling off the shelves. Paint, again, people are trying to tidy up their homes. We see home fragrances, wallpapers, air fresheners, anything related to spring cleaning when people are just trying to, be in their home and make it as nice as possible. So all of these items are doing really, really well. You guys should definitely jump on this. Sell some of these items. I know I am. And there's a lot of opportunity here. So I wanted to plug some of these into Zeek Analytics. Zeek Analytics is a tool that I use to help me do my product research on eBay. Because it just kind of supercharges everything. It's incredibly powerful for helping with it. And I want to just plug in some things in here. Let's go to category research. And let's look at bidets. And it'll kind of give us some information on them. We want ones that are fixed price, United States. Kind of see how it's doing. All right, so this is looking at 3,300 listings. Almost all of them rather have sold at least one item, 94% of them. Sell-through rate is 433%. That means that there are more people buying the bidets than there are listings for it. So there's a lot of opportunity here. You can kind of come in here. Can I zoom out? Yeah, there we go. And see a lot of them here. Again, not all these are drop shippers, but it kind of gives you some good information about it on how well it's doing. Unfortunately, Google Trends isn't pulling in for some reason. But you can see these generally sell for at least $40. And bidets, these are like toilet seat adapters for them. They're at least $40, and they're selling really well at that price point. These ones are just kind of like a hose for it. Yeah, so this is like a solid price point. If you could find them about $40, or you'd be able to sell them for $40, you'd be able to make a really killing here with bidets. What else do we see on here? Let's look at, let's see, hair color kits. Let's try that one. I don't know much about it. I have a lot of stuff on my screen that's kind of blocking it. Let's look it up. Hair color kits. Hair color kits. We'll search for that one. And like I said, this is what I use for my own product research. I use this in many different ways depending on what it is I'm trying to do. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to get some general information about how popular these products are. As you see, there's a big spike in sales or interest in them, according to Google, over the last few weeks. Really successful. Lots of these listings are really successful. Lots of different choices in here. You can kind of see like it's a little bit of a cheaper item, so it probably wouldn't be one that I was too interested in. But you can look around in there. Let's see something that might be a little bit more expensive. Greenhouses. I'm not sure what would come up for that. Let's do a quick look at that one. Okay. And I just like doing this to kind of get a general idea and see how sell-through rate is 23%. So it's not crazy high, but a lot of successful listings, or it's actually not that great because we have a lot of listings and not a ton of sales for them. But it is a more expensive item, which is pretty cool. And the average price is about $142. So there's a lot of opportunity if you come in here and look at these products. Like I said, Zeek Analytics is what we use for our product research. I know a lot of my students have been asking me for more information on how to use Zeek Analytics. So I'm actually putting together a whole mini course, kind of a sneak peek, a whole mini course, how I use it, exactly how to find really good products with it, and all the different ways that I use it. And I'll actually be inserting that mini course directly inside my eBay Dropshipping Titans course, so that any current students will get that for free. And if you sign up before that update goes live, you'll get that as well. So it will actually be inside the course once it's available. And any of my current students, I'll send out an email about it and post up in the Facebook group about it as well. But I wanted to include that for free because I've been using Zeek Analytics, and I realized I only have one video in the course about it. So I wanted to really make a whole in-depth training about it. So that's going to be inside the course for those of you who are interested in it. I'll let you know once it comes out to my current students. All right, so more good news from eBay. We have additional promotions from them. So they had announced that we would have 2 months when we would have 50,000 free listings. It was April. It was 2 months? It was March and April, rather. They were going to give us 50,000 free listings per month. So they basically said that anything you list up for March and April, you wouldn't pay any insertion fees on. So that's to encourage us to add more of these items without the fear that we would have to pay insertion fees for items that wouldn't sell. They've extended that through July 31st. So we have April, May, June, July. Basically, no insertion fees for those months. And they might even extend it even further. I haven't heard any news if they're going to extend seller protection. We're protected till the end of June. We'll wait to see. I will definitely make a YouTube video about that. So if you guys don't want to miss that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you get alerted when I go live. So as these eBay updates happen, because they are happening fast and they're happening often with the current situation that we're in, that's why I've gone live so many times. I will definitely go live and let you guys know about any new seller protections that they give us in the coming weeks. And the next piece of news is about eBay relaxing their policy around face masks. So eBay has said in the past, when the virus hit, that we were not allowed to sell certain items at all on their website. And one of those items were face masks. Now, they have relaxed that policy because the CDC has now recommended that Americans wear a cloth face mask when they're out of their home. And they said that will help slow the spread of the virus. So they're now recommending that. So Etsy, pretty much a day after it felt like the CDC announced that, Etsy allowed sellers on their platform to start making and selling these cloth masks. eBay has taken a bit longer to do that, but they are now allowing it as well as of a few days ago. So if you have cloth masks, and I'm not saying the N95 or medical grade masks, but if you have cloth masks or you make them yourself, then you can sell them on eBay. There are some rules about it, like you can't make any claims that they are for medical use. You can't include the words coronavirus, COVID-19, or COVID. And do not list surgical or medical masks, including N95. But other than that, they're now allowing it. Now, the question is, where do you get them unless you make them yourself? Well, some people I know are going to be drop shipping these from Etsy onto eBay. Now, that's not something that I'm going to do because it's just not the system that I use. I like an automated system, and the software doesn't automate Etsy to eBay. So if you are interested in doing that, the guy to check out I would recommend is Noah Minsis. He is an expert when it comes to wholesale drop shipping onto eBay. And one of the sources he likes to use is Etsy. So this is a video where he specifically talks about Etsy to eBay and how to start selling for Etsy sellers on eBay. So if you want to check that out, I'll have that linked up down below. He's the master when it comes to this, so he's the guy that you should check out. All right, that was a lot of eBay news, but we do have one final piece of news that I wanted to cover for you guys. So we covered May the 4th. We covered the hot items to be selling right now. Do not sleep on this, guys. This is really important, and you can use Zeek Analytics to supercharge that. I will have a link to Zeek Analytics at my affiliate link to them in the description of the video as well. And we talked about seller protection, masks, and how to get to Noah's video to learn more about that. Now, the final piece of this is eBay's managed payments. So this is something I've talked extensively about in the past, so I don't want to spend a lot of time explaining what managed payments is, but basically they are moving away from using PayPal as a payment processor, eBay. So the way it works now is you buy something on eBay, you get sent over to PayPal, you complete that purchase, and then you pay for it on PayPal, and then you head back to eBay to actually complete the purchase. So now it's going to be an all-in-one integrated system where you actually a buyer would enter their credit card information on eBay. There's no PayPal anymore. eBay will take in the money and then send it to your bank account. It's called managed payments. They've been slowly rolling this out, and they've said that in 2020 they are going to make pretty much everyone use it. So a lot of you, including myself, have been getting emails letting us know that at least some of our accounts, we have to register by certain dates. So I just got an email, this was a few days ago, saying that I have to register by July 15th and set up managed payments. If I don't, it could disrupt my selling, and it wouldn't be actually active on ebay.com. So this is coming. I'll be making videos about it as it rolls out and as we see what it looks like. But I've been talking to sellers who are on managed payments, and they're saying it wasn't good in the beginning, but it's gotten better now. And it's actually kind of easier once you get used to it. So there will definitely be a lot of updates to the course once we have can make the videos about it, and I'll be talking about it on YouTube as well. So that's all the eBay news. I know that was a lot of things. Usually it's just a couple things, but things are changing really fast lately. And if you can jump on these opportunities, they are huge opportunities for you, in particular, those items I was telling you about. Let's go into the chat and see who's here. But if you guys appreciate the updates about eBay news, I would appreciate a thumbs up on the video. And if you love the video, make sure to subscribe. So let's see who's here in the live chat. We have Keenan saying first, ooh, video's a little blurry. Let me just go like this, and that fixes the autofocus. It's not the best autofocus on this camera. What is up, Prime 3 Plays? And Lazy Abram, thanks for coming back as well. Jameson, thanks for being here. Hassan, what's up, man? Appreciate you, as usual, being here. We have Bobby, thanks for catching another live with us. And TJ Florida, congratulations, man. I see you posting up in the Facebook group all your success. Really proud. That's amazing. Really happy for you, man. Larry Smith, what is up? We have B here. We have okay. Aaron says, I sold at least 7 barbecue grills this past weekend. They are on fire. Great pun there. I love it. Yeah, so tomorrow night we'll actually do a Q&A, unless anyone has specific questions about what I covered. But every Tuesday night I do a more general Q&A about eBay and Amazon dropshipping. Okay. Google Trends never works for me on Zeek. That's weird. It's always traditionally worked for me. I don't know why. But you can always go over to Google Trends and try it yourself. Hey, what's up? Mo says, I just made $8,000 last month. You are the best. Your videos have changed me and my family's life. Wow. Man, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll write down some of these questions for the live stream tomorrow night. Will managed payments hold my cash? So, Tony, I think you're asking, there could be 2 things you're asking. So, currently, as a new seller on eBay, eBay actually will PayPal hold your funds as a new seller. So they hold it until you upload a tracking number. And then once that tracking number shows the item is delivered, the money gets released to you. My understanding is that under managed payments, that's still going to be true. Now, eBay stops doing that, or rather PayPal stops doing that once they see that you're a reputable seller. So that usually takes anywhere between 1 to 3 months, but it also depends on the number of sales you have, the frequency of the sales, and a lot of other factors. So that it could be a lot less than 3 months. But as my understanding is, that will still happen under managed payments. Will managed payments end stealth accounts? And will you update your stealth solution course? I think it will change the way most people run stealth accounts. So there are several different ways people create these stealth accounts. And if you're not familiar with what stealth accounts are, it's basically when you create an account on eBay that is completely separate from your main account. So you have a main account on eBay. It's in your name. It has your address on it. It has your phone number. It has your email. And eBay knows it's you. Now, you can create more than one account on eBay, but when you do, eBay links those accounts together. They know that you own all of them. And they do that through all the information I mentioned, as well as things like your IP address. Now, if you don't want them to know it's you, if you want to keep your account completely separate, then you want to create a stealth account. Or let's say your account has been suspended and they're not letting you create a new account. Then you want to create a stealth account. So it's kind of niche. Not many people have to do this, but some people need to do it because they're suspended or for different reasons. But currently, it's a little bit easier to do stealth accounts because what people do is they just create fake information, fake names, fake addresses, fake phone numbers, and create an eBay account under that. That's not something that I advocate. I don't think that's a good idea. I think there's lots of problems with that are pretty obvious. So like inside my stealth solution course, I don't tell you to do that because it's not what I recommend. So what I teach in the stealth solution, which is my stealth course, will still work under managed payments. So it's a little bit unique, different than the way most people do it. So it will still work even with the new system. We just have to tweak different things. So like the whole way you set up accounts will change. It's not going to be in your name. It's going to be in someone else's name. And when you're setting up managed payments, they need more information than they normally need for an eBay account. So normally for an eBay account, they just need like your name and address and in general information like that. But for managed payments, because they're actually accepting money that they're then going to send to you, they need your bank account information. They need your social security number, and they need to verify that information as well. So it's going to be harder under the traditional way that people run stealth accounts. But under my system, it will still work. And so, yeah, it will be updated, but it won't need a lot of updates for that. Awesome, man. 14 years old, made my first sale yesterday. I love your course. Also, will managed payments keep my money on hold? So I think I answered that, but congrats, man. That's awesome. Okay. What's up, Donald from Albania? What's up, Marvin? Mr. Gab says, do you sell eBay consultation to have an automated eBay? Mr. Gab, send me a DM on Instagram at Paul J. Lipsky. If you're interested in automation, I have some suggestions for you that you might want to consider. So just send me a DM over there. Okay. I think a lot of the more nuances about managed payments, like does eBay limit the amount of sales you can make each month like PayPal does? They're holding my money. I think a lot of those more nuances, we're going to have to just wait to see what happens. I think we're not going to know that until we start using it, really. What do you do if you don't have the money to fulfill the orders? So like I said, eBay is only going to hold those funds when you're a new seller. So it's only going to happen for the first 1 to 3 months. In the meantime, what you need to do is get a credit card and fulfill the orders with the credit card. Then once PayPal or eBay releases the money to you, you can then use that money to pay off the credit card and keep the rest as profit. Hey, Paul, where did you get that list for what's on demand? All the lists, all the things I showed in this video, all the websites, including that, are linked up down below. We'll have my quiz and then everything mentioned, including a link to Noah's video, and I'll also have a link to Zeek Analytics in there as well. And the stealth solution, since I talked about it, will be there once the video is not live. What is your best course for eBay dropshipping? My eBay, I have one course for eBay dropshipping. It's my eBay dropshipping Titans. So that's the one that I think is the best. And I think there is a link to it under this video as well. Okay. What time on Tuesday? I do them every Tuesday night around 4 p.m. or Tuesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Mountain time. That's the time that I try to do them every week. So it will probably be that time tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. $9,000 in sales for April for mostly toilet paper. Great job, man. Wow, so congrats, Bobby says, we used Zeek for a long time and got very few sales. Our VA started doing manual product research. Now we hit a milestone of $17,000 in 3 days. So Bobby, first, congrats. That's awesome. I love seeing when students are doing well. This is why I teach both the manual method and now I'm adding in the Zeek videos, this Zeek mini course into the course as well. Because just some people do better with the software. Some people do better without it. It might also be, not to say anything bad about you, but it might, or your VA, it just might also be that maybe you weren't using it correctly, or you weren't using it the same way that I use it, because we've had really good success with it. So Bobby, what's working for you, keep doing it. That's what I always tell people. But maybe check out those videos once they go live and see maybe you're doing it differently than I was doing it, or maybe I'm just doing things a little bit differently, and you might want to try it and then make a decision based on those results. Let's see. Hello from Morocco. What's up, everyone over there? That's great to hear that you're starting drop shipping. What is up, Faraz? Paul, you're very honest, favorite person. Thanks so much, man. Sweet, man. Made my first $5,000 in sales in my first 3 weeks during your Dropshipping Titans course. So congrats, Super Mario. That's awesome. Anyway, I can handle multiple stealth accounts without getting my accounts linked. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I cover inside the Stealth Solution course. But basically, you have to set up your computer right with different browsers that are not linked with their each own IP address. eBay Dropshipping Titans will be updated this week. If yes, I'll buy it. Yes. So the videos that I'm going to be updating will be updated by the end of the week. And the additional new videos will be added by the end of the week as well. They're mostly all recorded. I think I just have one left to record and a few more to edit. And then they'll go live in the course. All my current students get them for free. There's nothing they have to do. It happens automatically. And then I will post a video inside our private Facebook group letting you guys know what's been updated so you can see it. Let's see. What is up? Martin says, done 175,000 in sales last month. And he's smiling. I don't blame you for smiling there. Congrats. Cool. All right. So I'm glad we got that news for you guys and you're able to stay updated on everything. So like I said, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you loved it, make sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you get an alert on your phone. Do it from your phone so you get an alert when I go live. Like I said, I try to go live every Tuesday night at 4 p.m. Eastern time, but I also go live randomly during the week if there's news I want to share. And there was definitely this news I wanted to share with all of you. So I didn't want to wait till Tuesday for this one, so I just went live now. But unless you were subscribed and hit that bell notification, you wouldn't have been alerted about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section of any of my videos. I'll answer them during my Q&A on Tuesday. And make sure you guys check out all the links in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and be safe.